Good morning, students. I hope that you all are keeping well. Stay at home and stay safe. As you know that coronavirus is spreading fast, so keep yourself safe from it. Use mask and sanitizer at home also. And today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, adjectives. And I, Bhavna Joshua, will take the class. So let's see about adjectives. So as I hope that you know that what is the definition of adjectives. Adjectives are the words which describes noun or a pronoun. It tells us more about noun or a pronoun. So let's see adjectives. And adjectives describes a noun. So here are some adjectives help us to express physical and other qualities such as purple blouse, square plot, enormous parcel, and pleasant weather. So perception means the ability to notice or understand something. Perception means to the ability to notice or understand something. uh, Attitude and opinion, difficult, problem, and wonderful, surprise. So third one is degree or extent. Extent means the length of a area, size, or importance of something. So degree or extent means total waste and probable victory. Probable means that you expect to be happen or to be true. Probable means. Next is frequency. You all know about frequency, that is yearly, conference, and annual rainfall. And location or place, that is external area or suburban rainfall. Rain. Suburban rains means uh, areas just beyond a city's border. Suburban means areas just beyond a city border. So this is all about an adjective. So it expresses physical and other qualities, perception, attitudes, and opinions, degree or extent, frequency, location, or place. Next comes form of adjectives. So, while the form of adjectives does not change with the noun it describes, we use special forms when we compare two more things. The comparative and superlative form of many adjectives take the er and est forms. For example, you can see large, larger, er, and largest, est form. The comparative and the superlative. Here is the positive verb, comparative and superlative. Many of the times teachers have told you about the positive, comparative, and superlative forms of adjectives. So while the form of the adjective does not change with the noun it describes, we especially use the degrees, that is comparative and superlative degrees. Typically longer adjectives take more and most. So here you can see the word malicious. So more malicious and most malicious, that means praiseworthy. First of all, you should know the meaning of this word. So this is praiseworthy or deserving great praise or reward, having merit. So meritorious, more meritorious, and most meritorious. So nouns as adjectives. Many nouns double up as adjectives in noun phrase. For example, cricket match, tomato soup, education sector, cotton sari, adventure, sport. So noun as adjectives, you can see here many nouns double up as adjectives in noun phrases. For example, cricket match, tomato soup, education sector, cotton sari, adventure, sports. Here the noun double up as adjectives. So I hope that you have understood about this. Adjectives describes a noun and adjectives help us to express physical and other qualities, perceptions, attitudes and opinions, degree or extent, frequency, location or place. So forms of adjectives, while the form of adjectives does not change with the noun it describes, we use a special form, that is er in est, comparative and superlative forms. So typically long adjectives takes more and most. For example, meritorious, more meritorious and most meritorious. So noun, sometimes nouns, many nouns double up as adjectives in noun phrase. For example, cricket match, tomato soup, education sector, cotton sari, adventure, sports. So I hope that you have understood this. Let's move to the another page, that is page number 15. So position of adjectives, very important for you. What is the position of adjectives? We can place the adjectives before noun or as a complement after a verb. What is a complement, students? Complement means a thing that goes together well with something else. So here the noun, the adjective before a noun or as a complement after a verb we can place. So here after a verb we can place adjective before a noun as a complement. That means the thing that goes together well with the verb. So next comes attributive or predicative adjectives. So attributive adjectives. Attributive adjectives are placed before the noun. Always remember, attributive adjectives are placed before the noun. For example, the whale is the largest mammal. This is an empty nest. So attributive adjectives is placed before the noun. So there are two type of adjectives we'll talk especially in this chapter, that is attributive adjectives and predicative adjectives. So predicative adjectives are placed as complement after verbs such as be, get, become, seem, appear, sound, etc. Means it wants to tells you that predicative adjectives are placed after a noun. After a noun it is placed, and especially they are placed as complement after verb such as be, get, become, seem, appear, sound, etc. So you can see the example here. The nest is empty. That sounds lovely. So there are specific adjectives that we can only use before the noun. Very important thing I am telling you, there are specific adjectives that we can only use before a noun, that is predicative adjectives. So before a noun attributive is used, and after a noun predicative adjectives is used. So this nest is empty and that sounds lovely. So there are some adjectives that we can only use before a noun are noun adjectives. Please see children, there are specific adjectives that we can only use before a noun. So noun adjectives: chess tournament. Tournament of chess is wrong. What is the correct thing? Chess tournament, not a tournament of chess. It is a wrong statement. Chess tournament is clear statement. And one more example I can give you from this. An afraid child. An afraid child is the correct one, not the child is afraid. It is the wrong one. The correct one is an afraid child. So next is some adjectives of place and degrees. So here you can see inner, outer, upper, lower, main, principal. You can see here the example. The lower tire, the tire is lower. It is the wrong one. The lower tire is correct one. The principal clause, it is the correct one. The clause of principal is a wrong one. So similarly, there are some adjectives that we can only use predicatively. Here are the examples. Adjectives prefixed by a, alive, asleep, alike, etc. So you can see the example. The twins are alike. It is the correct statement. They are alike twins is the wrong statement. Some feelings and health words. Glad, pleased, well, ill. The teacher is pleased. It is the correct statement. She is a pleased teacher. It is a wrong statement. You can read the statement and you can find out it is what is correct and what is incorrect. I have given you the examples here. So let's move to order of adjectives. So order of adjectives, what is the order of adjectives? When two or more adjectives precede a noun, we generally place them in this order. What is the meaning of precede, student? Precede means to happen, come or go before somebody or something. So where two or more adjectives means come or go before a noun, we generally place them in this order. For example, number 1, opinion, lovely. You can give the opinion, lovely. Let's move on. As you can see here, size, small, quality, white, age, old, shape, square, color, white, origin, Swiss, material, wooden, purpose, farming. So here are some examples. You can see more example. A lovely, old, white, wooden cottage. A small, square, Swiss watch. New, red, plastic food containers. A useful, informative, printed library catalog. What is catalog? A catalog is a list of all the books, because library is given here, so I can say the word books. A list of all the things or books that you can buy or see, etc. An exotic, large, oblong, hand quilted blanket. Exotic means unusual or interesting because it comes before different country or culture. Exotic means, so an exotic, large, oblong means, you know that. Hand quilted means handmade blanket. So I want to tell you here, when we use two adjectives of same category, the shorter of two comes first. That means a small compact box. See here, small compact box, quite unobtrusive person. Unobtrusive person means avoiding being noticed. The person who don't want to get attracted by other persons. That means unobtrusive person. Now we can see the note here. When we use too many adjective, strung means that means to hang up with a line of things with a piece of string together in a sentence. That means when we use too many adjectives in the line, or we have used useful, informative, printed, library, exotic, large, oblong, hand quilted. So that means we have used too many adjectives together in a sentence. It makes our writing clunky. Clunky means solid, heavy, or old fashioned and unappealing. It is better not to use more than one or two adjectives at a time in a phrase. So no need to use so many adjectives in one line. So we can use the adjectives, one or two adjectives at a time in a phrase. So I hope that you have understood this, and let's move to participle adjectives. Participle adjectives are very important for you. So let's see. We know that participle can do the work of adjectives. Participle is relating to participle. Here participial has been written. Participial means participle, relating to participle. It is a clause form. So you can see, we know that participles can do the work of adjective. It is very, very important for you. The ing form of participle adjective help us to describe what something is like or its effect on us. For example, an entertaining story. The film was depressing. Depressing means sad. The sad story or of the film. Next is the ed form of participial adjectives help us to describe how we feel about something or the state of our feelings. For example, tired tourists. The listeners were inspired. Inspired means encouraged. So the listeners were inspired. So we have here used the ed form of the participial adjectives that helps us to describe how we feel about something or state of our feeling, and ing form of the participial help us to describe what is like or its effect on us. That means we liked the story. It was an entertaining story, and the film was depressing. So it tells that what something is like or its effect on us. And ed form of participial adjectives help us to describe how we feel about something or the state of our feeling. For example, tired tourist and the listeners were inspired. So I hope, students, you have understood this. So now after this chapter I will post you the answers of this chapter, and I want that you should do exercise FG given on page number 20 by yourself. Given on the exercise which has DIY exercise, it has been given on page number 20. Please do it by yourself. The rest of the exercises I will post you tomorrow, when you will go through this explanation. So thank you for the class. I hope that you have understood about adjectives. Don't forget that adjectives are the words that describes a noun or a pronoun. So one more time, let's go with a recall. Adjectives describes a noun, and adjectives help us to express physical and other qualities, perceptions, attitudes and opinions, degrees or extent, frequency, location or place. The form of adjectives does not change with the noun it describes. We use special forms, that is comparative and superlative. Large, larger, largest, I have told you in the beginning. And typically longer adjectives take more and most, that is meritorious, more meritorious and most meritorious. So noun as adjectives, many noun double up with adjectives in noun phrase. For example, cricket match, cotton sari, tomato soup, adventure sport and education sector. What is the position of adjectives? attributive. See, we can place the adjectives before noun or as complement after a verb. So here we have seen attributive adjectives and predicative adjectives. So attributive adjectives are placed before a noun and predicative adjectives are placed after a noun, and attributive adjectives are placed as complement after verb, such as be, get, become, seem, appear, sound, etc. So I have given you some examples of that. An order of adjectives: when two or more adjectives precede a noun, we generally place them in order. For example, opinion, lovely, size small, quality quite, age old, shape square, color white, origin Swiss, material wooden, purpose farming. Here I have told you, when we use two adjectives of the same category, the shorter of two comes first. Small compact box, quiet unobtrusive person. Then when we use too many adjectives strung together in sentence, it makes our writing clunky and unappealing. It is better not to use more than one or two adjectives at a time in a phrase. So, as we have seen here, next adjectives we have seen that it is better not to use more than one or two adjectives at a time in a phrase. So no need to use more than one or two adjectives in a phrase. So it is very inconvenient for you as well as for us. So last we have studied about participial adjectives. That is, we know that participial can do the work of adjectives. The ing form of participial adjectives helps to describe what is like its effect on us. So that is an entertaining story I have told you, and the film was depressing. The ed form of participial adjectives help us to describe how we feel about something or state our feelings. That is, tired tourist and the listeners were inspired. I hope you have understood this, and thank you for the class, students. Stay safe, stay healthy. May God bless you and your parents.